Bill, a
Oh,
few months ago, you caused something of a surprising stir by coming out and saying that creation, basically attacking the teaching of creationism to students. I did a segment about it then. We invited you on, but you were tied up and you couldn't make it. I just want to show a little clip of that segment. Let's just take a look. Bill Nye the Science Guy caused a stir this week in a video saying something that in any other developed country in the world would be completely uncontroversial. He said that it's inappropriate to teach religious mythology in science class. Take a look at what he said.
your world just becomes fantastically complicated when you don't believe in evolution. I mean, here are these ancient dinosaur bones or fossils. Here is radioactivity. Here are distant stars that are just like our star, but that are at a different point in their life cycle. The idea of deep time, of this billions of years, explains so much of the world around us. If you try to ignore that, your worldview just becomes crazy. It's just untenable.
Bill, while we're on the subject of trying to explain science and trying to explain it well, what thoughts do you have about the way that we should be communicating science to younger generations, especially in this country? As a foreigner, it's striking to me the extent of scientific ignorance in some parts of the United States. I mean that in the nicest possible way.
Well, what I'll just say is that a guy who grew up in the U.S., it's still a frontier country. It still has this frontier mentality. If you want to create your own worldview, you have enough space in the United States, enough wide openness that you can carry that view and live your life and pay taxes and carry on. But and that's okay, I guess, but we don't want to raise a generation of students who don't accept what we have discovered in science. And another interesting thing and this is more of a brain question than a astronomical or particle physics question. People are able to hold these two worldviews. I mean, I meet these adults who believe in science, who might even get flu shots and accept evolution in that sense, but they are okay with the Earth being, for them, 10,000 years old. Now, this to us in science education is, this is anathema, this is horrible, this is all wrong. And so if the grown-ups can hold this worldview, that's okay. But the point of that interview was we don't want to spend tax dollars intended for science education in teaching creationism as an alternative. Creationism is not an alternative to deep time, the age of the universe, rubidium, strontium, whatever it is. It's if you can hold those two worldviews, that's kind of your business.